Trust me, I'm a professional. Hey cheap bitches, I'm Rob and this is On The Cheap Tip. Recently I was having trouble thinking of what tip to bring you guys next. It just so happened that I was at a friend's house and I was, drinking a little bit of wine, getting a little tipsy. And of course, I spilled that shit on myself. And the stain wasn't just anywhere, it was like right by my crotch, so it looked like I peed myself. And this seems to happen to me all the time, to the point where I kind of call myself the stain master because I can get rid of like any stain at any time. So I figured this was the perfect opportunity to show you guys how to get rid of stains at home for cheap and using shit around the house. So let's get started. So the first stain we're gonna get rid of is a deodorant stain. A lot of people know that trick of using a dryer sheet to get rid of it, but honestly, you don't even really need anything. Yes, you heard me right. You don't need nothing. You don't need nothing, that's a double negative. You don't need anything is what the correct way to say that is. Okay, when you get a deodorant stain, all you're going to do is take two sides of the fabric. Is that the way to say it? Fold the sides of, fold the two pieces together. How do you say this? You're just gonna take the two pieces of material that surround the stain, fold them together, and then you're going to rub vigorously. And once you do that, you're going to notice that your stain is completely gone. Did you need to use a dryer sheet? I rest my case. The next stain we're going to get rid of is a pretty general stain. Wine, tomato sauce, chocolate. It pretty much gets rid of like 95% of stains. I actually researched some stain tips online and they had me using salt and water for wine, vinegar and baking soda for grass stains. And although these are great for like a pre-treatment, they don't get rid of the stain on site. And when I'm out, I want that stain gone because I don't want to be looking like a sloppy bitch out in the world with a stain on my shirt. The one thing that actually works on the spot is dishwashing soap. You might be thinking, duh, you use soap to clean something, Rob? That wasn't breaking the mold. Sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix that shit. But dishwashing soap is a different kind of soap because it's so concentrated that it helps get rid of grease and stains easier. I use the Palmolive one. It's $1 in the dollar store. And Palmolive did not pay me to say this, so Palmolive, if you want to sponsor me. I have a ketchup stain right here and all you're going to do is take a dry paper towel and dab it to get as much of it out as you can. And then you're going to use a wet paper towel to get a little bit more out. And then you're going to add a drop of dishwashing soap, rub the material together, create some suds, and then you're going to rinse it under cold water. If you need to do it again, do it a few more times until the stain is completely vanished. Poof, be gone, bitch. The next stain that we're going to get rid of is gum. That is like my worst nightmare. You think that it's never gonna happen to you. It's happened to me twice. Now we've all heard about using peanut butter to get the gum out of your hair, but it also works to get the gum out of your clothing. The peanut butter for some reason is able to break down the stickiness. All you're going to do is take a little bit of peanut butter and rub it in nice circular motions onto the gum stain. Let it sit for a little bit and then you're going to rub it or brush it off. It should just come right out and then you're going to rinse it under cold water. You'll notice right away, that stain is gone. I don't know why it works, but it just does. So just use that shit. My next tip is how to get dirt off of suede. You're going to use a piece of bread. You want to use bread that's a little bit older. It's not like super fresh because you don't want it super soft. Or you want to use the ends of your bread, which nobody uses that anyway, unless you're like desperate and like drunk. And you'll make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out of anything. All you're going to do is take your piece of bread and rub it in circular motions onto your suede, and then you're going to notice right away that that dirt is gone. I don't know how it works, it just does. And if this doesn't work for you because your stain is a little bit more involved, I actually have another tip on how to clean suede boots and you can click right above to check it out. My last tip is how to get rid of oil stains. Now this is one of the harder stains to get rid of. They are like a freeloading uncle. They don't ever leave. But you can actually get rid of them using cornstarch or baby powder. I bet your mind is just blown right now. The first thing you're going to do is take a clean paper towel and try to soak up as much of the oil as you can by dabbing it. Don't smear it in because then you're just gonna push that stain in deeper. We like things deep, but not in that case. So dirty. Then you're going to put a nice amount of cornstarch or baby powder onto the stain, and you're going to rub it in. You want to really get it into the material. You're going to let that soak up. Take a brush and brush away the extra powder. You're going to notice that all the oil is soaked up in the baby powder or cornstarch. It's probably the most amazing tip that I've ever seen in my life. I actually did not think that this one was going to work, but it did. So tested and approved, and you're good to go. Well, that's my whole tip, and I hope that you liked it. Make sure that you comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all next Monday for another cheap tip, and this Friday for more cheap laughs. Bye! Who's the f***ing dog barking? Shut the f*** up, dog. What the f*** is up with all these dogs barking up in the bitch? Oh, come on, really? Hey, shut up! They didn't listen.